Alright, back to another league race, and what a start! What a start! What a first 5 seconds to this video. We go P1 with a banker of a 29.4. I thought that was a pretty decent banker, but I thought there was a lot in me. I felt like because on TT I was doing 28 sixes and I did 28.7 before this race, but on our second run here, we're actually going to screw this up majorly, and we're gonna bail out on this attempt. There is just enough time to get a second run in. About 10 seconds was the difference, and by this stage, everyone else had kind of finished. Pole was actually already secure at this point. I didn't actually need to do this, but I wanted to because we put that extra exclamation mark on this pole, and boom, we did it with a 29.2. Not the best, but look, we did. Oh, flip me, we're off too quickly here. 500 lights, and we go. Important to get a good start here. I wanted to seize control, get in the middle of the track, so Carl doesn't even have to think about sending up a move in my inside in this difficult turn one. We do it. We keep that one, and we're going to keep going here. A few race nerves because sometimes the grip can be a bit tricky coming out of quali. Stick nice and tight to these S's. Very important to do so at all times. And you're going to actually botch this left-hander majorly. As I run wide, I think, shit. Get off the parrot. Oh, flip me. No. Oh, that was horrible. I'm really sorry to Carl for that. Those moments are so hard to react appropriately to, and I wish I had done a better job of that. But look, no damage was done to anyone, so he did lose a position to Steve, but look, it could have been a lot worse. Lap 2, wide angle, wide entry to that corner. You're going to look at the map at the bottom. Steve is actually going to make a mistake, and he's going to literally disappear. He made a mistake, I'm not sure how, because I'm going to look behind me. There's a yellow flag, and he's gone, he's not there. And that's Smooth into P2 and Carl into P3, and I thought, okay, well that helps remove one of my rivals from this race, at least for now. Lap 4 going to lap 5. Smooth is actually bearing down on us. He's not too far behind us. We went a few laps like this. I think he got close to DRS range at one point. Much better entry to this first corner, and we're going to get a nice boost up here. And you're going to see Smooth actually makes a mistake as well. I think he did the same thing as Steve, and that puts Carl to P2, and I thought, oh wow, interesting. These guys are falling apart around me, and I'm just keeping going. So I was feeling good at this stage, because I thought the last two rivals that I might have had in this race are kind of out of the equation, or at least for now. Lap 8, we extend our super soft stint by a lap, and we're going to do the 2-stop. I felt after that mistake, that kind of confirmed me for the 2-stop in my head. I wasn't sure what Carl was going to do, but I felt like the 2-stop with a bit of a gap behind me now was the best thing to do. I think it was a 5-second gap when I came in, and we're going to emerge in a comfortable P2. Steve is just coming out of the last corner now, and here we go. We can get these laps in. Lap 10 going to lap 11, we're going to see the kind of pace that these soft tires have. We set the fastest lap of the race, and the gap to Carl is just 9.8 seconds. I think that was. My text is very small on the screen. Lap 12, Carl now pits off of his super softs and onto the softs for his one and only stop. I had a feeling that he was going to do the one stop. Well, I knew he was going to do the one stop once I saw the compound tire he did on the lap he pitted on. You can see the gap behind to Steve and Carl, 10.5 and 13 seconds to Carl. The more the stint went on, the less confident I got that I could actually beat Carl, because the gap wasn't extending, and I knew I had to do another stop. Carl did not have to do another stop. I knew Steve was doing another stop. And lap 19 now we're going to come in, and I feel a bit nervous. I considered taking these tyres to the end, but I thought it's going to be too tight. Oh gosh, that was abrupt. I'm not sure what happened there. I can assure you all we did in between that was we fitted on the super soft tyres. Carl is gone past us, as you can see, and we're gonna, I don't know why I'm looking back, there's no one behind me in the pits. We're going to come out now, P2. That is not Steve about to come behind us on the map. Steve is actually just coming across the start finish line now. So we're going to stay on board for this first sector, because I want to show the gap to Carl in front, the gap we have to cut into if we want to win this race. if we want to win this race, we want to do it on track. I was almost taken aback by how much grip there was. It was just so much on these. Like, at this point of the race with the fuel load down and the softest compound tires, it just felt so good. I felt really good on these tires, and the gap you can see is 6.8 seconds, and that is our target. That's what we have to do. Lap 20 to 21, the gap is 5.5 seconds, so we're making nice inroads on that gap already. And but I wasn't sure yet. I wasn't quite sure about this one. Here now is when I started becoming a bit more sure. 31.6, 4.4 seconds the gap in lap 22. That's about 5-6 laps left to go, and stick nice and tight to that line. Yes, feeling good. Next lap, coming on to lap 23, do another fastest lap. Gap is 3.1 seconds, and all the tire is looking good. And at this stage, I was feeling more and more confident now that I could get the job done. And here we go. Later this lap, there he is. There he flipping is. I can see him in front. I see the prize. I see the goal. I see the win. I see the trophy. I see the enemy. Well, maybe not the enemy, but I see him. And this only fuels you when you're behind them. When you're chasing someone and you begin to see them appear in your front view, that only fuels you more and more. And the gap, I actually didn't mention it as I came up with, it's 1.7 seconds, and I felt good. I felt like by the end of this lap, by the spoon section, if I get a good enough sling out of that, I feel like I could get him to nail him into 130R. If not, I could get him down to start finish straight. I was feeling really good, and we got plenty of time to do it. But Carl actually is going to make a mistake. He gets out wide and he spins it. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. I was a little disappointed because I wanted to overtake him for this win properly. Unfortunately, he made that mistake. I felt pretty confident that I would have overtaken him regardless. The gap was coming down and down and down, and I felt pretty good. But that was it. That was the race. Here we go, lap 27, final lap, and the gap is Carl ended up spinning it again, which is unfortunate for him because he had a guaranteed P2 at the very least. Ended up finishing P3. But as for us, we fucking smashed it. We fucking smashed it as we come across the line with a 12-second victory at the Japanese Grand Prix. That is 2 races in a row for us. We did it. There was no race last week in Malaysia because there was the PSM was down, so we decided to move on to the next track just to get the season. Keep the season rolling, and we did it. I can't believe we did it, but well, actually no, I can believe I did it because Japan's one of those tracks I feel really good around. So I felt pretty good heading into this race that I could get a good result if I just kept it right, got the pole position or stayed close to it. I felt pretty good. Yeah, lift that trophy, lift that flipping trophy. Yeah, you flipping lift that. You earned that trophy because it was a pretty good drive. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone else made mistakes. I didn't. I made that one tiny error on lap 1, but I managed to keep the lead anyways. But everyone else around me, they fell apart. They all made their mistakes. I did not. I was fully deserving of that win. If the last win was a little bit acrimonious due to the front wing damage Steve got, that was not. But anyways, that is it. I'm actually away for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks possibly on a trip. So I shall hopefully be back by Brazil to end the season. But this is a great note to go out before I leave.